Hey guys, I'm Josh.
I'm Kacie.
This is the reverse engineered flashlight. Our flashlight had 9 parts. It took us about a week to make, probably, round about.
Yeah.
And it was pretty challenging, I thought. The first part that we made was the battery case. It was responsible for holding the batteries and transferring the energy, and it was pretty challenging because of the little columns that were on it, and really made you think outside the box when you were using an inventor. We had to do a lot of trial and error with that one. And Kacie, you want to talk about the second part?
Part 2 was the light shell, and the light shell holds the lights and the lenses together. And that was really hard because the inside of it was really thin, and you had to use the measuring tool to measure how thin it was, and that was kind of difficult.
Yeah. I also thought the little grips on it were pretty beneficial. Good design on their part. Part 3, we worked on the lights, the bulbs more specifically. The bulbs obviously project the light, and that part was pretty difficult because you had to make a spring with it, and we learned how to use the coil tool when we did that one. So next was the battery. It was really easy, just a cylinder and a little knob on the top. Battery powers the flashlight. You gotta have good batteries or you're not gonna get your flashlight going.
Part 5 was the light case. The light case encases the battery portion. The light case is made of stainless steel and interacts with the flashlight body and light shell. That one was difficult because the indentions on the sides was really hard to flip out, and the inside of it with the thing just screw onto the flashlight body.
Yeah, for sure. Next was the back button, one of the easier parts. Just your good old threads and coils. Pretty easy, just your little button to activate the flashlight. I like the grips on it, and I like how they made the button black. Good contrast and emphasis on it. And the lens, another easy part, just a clear piece of plastic to amplify the light.
The flashlight body was pretty hard. It wraps around the battery. It was difficult to make the measurements of it and the length and the notches on the sides that screwed to the light case and the light shell. So that was pretty hard.
Yeah, and as you can see here, the dimensions took a pretty good bit of time too because of all the ridges and crevices and things like that. Made it a little challenging. That was one thing that I didn't like about the light case was I thought the arcs and ridges were pretty unnecessary on it. So here we've got the exploded view of every part and the assembled look. Overall, I thought this was a successful project. I feel like we learned a lot about reverse engineering, and as Kacie says, what do you say, Kacie? She loves Project Lead the Way.
I love Project Lead the Way. It's my favorite class.
Ever.
Ever.
Ever.